The Chase Sapphire Preferred and Reserve are top-of-the-line credit cards that are among the most popular when it comes to their travel benefits. A big difference between the two is that the Sapphire Preferred has a $95 annual fee, where the Reserve is $550. But don't speak too soon on the fees, because depending on how you spend, you can actually gain so much more value than what you may think. And best of all, the cards are made out of metal. So with that noted, let's get straight to it by breaking down the Sapphire Preferred. With this card, you are going to get 5 times the points back on travel purchased through the Chase Travel Portal, which is their own platform where you can book your own flights, hotels, and car rentals, for example. Now, when I say 5 times the points back with Chase, that does not mean you are getting 5% cash back. Instead, you're actually going to get what Chase calls ultimate rewards points, which by having a Sapphire Preferred or Reserve, it is going to allow you to use your points for much more value. For a simple example on how this works, let's say in 1 year you spend $2,000 on travel through the Chase Travel Portal. This means you are getting 2,000 times 5, and that is 10,000 points. Now, there are many options for you to redeem your points, and to understand what type of value you're getting based on the option you select, they're categorized as cents per point. So if you redeem your points through Amazon, you get 0.8 cents per point, which from 10,000 points means you would get $80 worth of value, which by the way is the worst thing you could do with your ultimate rewards points. Another option would be to get direct cash back, which is 1 cent per point and means you get $100 from 10,000 points, which you can still do much better. So a popular redemption option that you can do through Chase with these Sapphire cards is through travel, where if you book it through their portal, you can get 1.25 cents per point for the preferred card, which is $125. And then for the Reserve, you can get 1.5 cents per point, which means you would get $150 worth of value. And another unique option you get by having a Sapphire card is that it allows you to unlock the ability to transfer your points to any of Chase's travel partners, such as Emirates, Southwest, United, or Marriott, to name a few. Which, if done the right way, you can get even more value than everything else I just mentioned, which, let's just say 2 cents per point on average. That means you would get $200 worth of value from 10,000 points. Alright, so now that you understand the main structure of Chase's point systems, with the Sapphire Preferred, Chase offers a $50 annual hotel credit, which means you can get up to $50 back each year if you spend over that amount on hotels purchased through the Chase Travel Portal. So for a $95 annual fee with this card, if you take advantage of that, you're pretty much lowering it down to $45. Besides that, you also get 3x points on dining, 2x back on all other travel expenses such as regular bookings of flights or hotels, which even includes taxis and trains. Which you can even get 5x the points back on qualifying Lyft rides until the end of March 2025. And if you activate by the end of 2024, you can get a free 12-month Dash Pass from DoorDash, which means you get unlimited deliveries with a $0 delivery fee on orders above $12. Or if you're one to purchase groceries online, you can get 3x the points back on that as well. And not just that, you can also get a free 6-month Instacart Plus membership if you activate by the end of July 2024. And interestingly enough, even 5x the points back on Peloton purchases until the end of March 2025. Which, outside of all that, you'll also get 1x the points on any miscellaneous purchases. So besides the points back with this card, another unique benefit is their anniversary points boost, where you get an extra 10% bonus in points from what you spent in the previous year. So say you spend $10,000 on purchases with your card during the first year, you will earn a 10% bonus in points, so that's an extra 1,000 points. But one of the most important things to know about this card is that they give you a one-time opportunity for a welcome bonus that is 60,000 bonus points if you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months from opening the account. I highly recommend, whether you get the Sapphire Preferred or Reserve, that you make sure ahead of time that you can actually capture that welcome bonus, because Chase offers some of the best in the entire industry. Which, if you get that 60,000 bonus points and use it for traveling through the Chase portal with the Sapphire Preferred redemption value of 1.25 cents per point, that bonus means you're getting $750 worth of value. And I will say, if you decide to sign up, I will leave a link in the description below that can direct you to getting started, which also helps me out and is greatly appreciated. With that said, let's now cover the Sapphire Reserve. With this card, you are going to earn 5x points on travel purchased through the Chase Travel Portal, but for hotels and car rentals, you are going to be getting 10x the points. And in regards to any other travel expenses, you're going to get 3x the points. Another huge benefit with the Sapphire Reserve is that you're going to get reimbursed on your first $300 from travel-related expenses each year. So for a $550 annual fee card, if you take advantage of this, it's pretty much $250. Now, another amazing feature with this card is that they allow you to get unlimited airport lounge access, which is a great feature if you're someone who travels a lot. And for those that don't know, the lounges are a place, depending on the airport, could provide you free food, drinks, Wi-Fi, comfortable seating, and just an overall quiet area to hang out as you wait for your flight. And with this, you get unlimited access to over 1,500 Priority Pass lounges worldwide, plus you and any other authorized user are able to bring up to 2 guests each for free every time. It's actually ridiculous because a Priority Pass literally costs $469 per year, and that is only for one person and without any free guest visits. So if you're someone who's paying for a Priority Pass, you're much better off just getting a Sapphire Reserve card. And while we're on the topic, if you want to add any authorized user to your Reserve card, there's actually a $75 annual fee per additional card holder. Going forward, Chase also has their own Sapphire lounges, which, although there are only a few of these, they have a whole page showing what they are and their plans to build more, which you can get into this with a Reserve card. With their card, you also get access to use their program called the Edit, where you can get even more travel benefits on world-class hotels and resorts. You can also get up to $100 reimbursed every 4 years from Global Entry, TSA PreCheck, or Nexus. Besides that, you also get 3x the points from dining and even 10x from Chase Dining, which is prepaying for something through the Ultimate Rewards program. To access this, you need to sign to your account and go to your Ultimate Rewards portal, where you can then see shopping and experiences to show a drop-down to explore their dining. From there, you're now on the Chase Dining page that is powered through a company called Talk, where you can see different places you could go to, such as rooftops, select restaurants, specific delivery and pickup meals, primetime reservations, or even a trip to a winery. At the top of this page, you can search your specific area and time of ideal reservation, where you can see different options, which I decided to look into this further because there's not many options, but an interesting one I stumbled on is called The People's Last Stand in Dallas, Texas, where you and however many guests, up to 52, can show up to a 75-minute cocktail class where you get a champagne toast and get to make 2 craft cocktails at your own cocktail station. Sounds pretty interesting. But the point here being is that this is a prepaid reservation that you can use through your Sapphire Reserve, not using points, but to pay directly through that card, and that'll give you 10x the points. And with the Reserve, you'll also get 10x the points on qualifying Lyft rides through March 2025. And if you activate by the end of 2024, you can get a free 12-month Dash Pass from DoorDash, which you'll also get a $5 monthly credit until the end of 2024. And if you're one to purchase groceries online with this card, you can get a free 12-month Instacart Plus membership if you activate by the end of July 2024. But you only get 1x the points from online grocery purchases. And as far as Peloton, you can get 10x the points back through that, which is until the end of March 2025. Besides all that, you will get 1x the points on any other miscellaneous expenses. So now when it comes time to you actually signing up, there is a one-time opportunity welcome bonus that is the exact same as the Sapphire Preferred, because you can earn 60,000 bonus points when you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months after opening up the account. The only difference here is that with the Reserve card, you're going to be getting 1.5 cents per point on travel when you purchase through the Chase Travel portal, which means a 60,000 bonus point offer is actually considered $900 worth of value if you purchase travel through their portal. Alright, so now that you understand each card more, before I go into the main differences you need to know about, let's go over the key similarities between the two. The first being that both cards offer a welcome bonus of 60,000 points. They also get 1x the points on all other miscellaneous expenses. You'll also get 3x points on dining purchases. There are also no fees. You can get 24/7 access to a Sapphire customer service specialist. Both cards also get travel protection benefits, extended warranty protection, as well as purchase protection. Your Ultimate Rewards points also never expire, and with either card you pick, you're going to be able to transfer your points from other cards like the Freedom Unlimited to the Sapphire card for maximizing your point redemptions. And best of all, with the Sapphire card, you get a 1-to-1 point transfer opportunity with Chase's transfer partners, which means any of the points you have on either Sapphire card, you can transfer them over to any of the following partners of Chase. Now that topic requires an entire video on to show the true benefits, which I'll be working on soon, so don't forget to subscribe with notifications on to be on the lookout for that. But the reason for transferring your points to any of Chase's travel partners is that if you take the time to look and something aligns properly, you may be able to find a deal that is 2, 3, or even 4 times more in value than any of the other travel redemption options. Alright, so those are the key similarities. Let's now move on to the main differences between the two cards. The first being the Sapphire Preferred that has a $95 annual fee, which could be viewed as $8 a month, where the Reserve has a $550 annual fee that can be viewed as $46 a month. For the Preferred, you're going to be getting a $50 annual hotel credit, where the Reserve is going to allow you to get up to $300 back from any travel purchases. The Preferred gives you 5x points on travel, hotels, and car rentals through the travel portal, where the Reserve is 5x flights, then 10x hotels and car rentals, all through the travel portal. And outside of booking through Chase's travel portal, you can get 3x on all of their travel purchases, where the Preferred is 2x. The Preferred also offers 5x points on Lyft and Peloton purchases, where the Reserve is 10x. With the Reserve, you get that airport lounge access, where the Preferred you don't. And the Reserve also allows you to get the Sapphire Lounge, global entry TSA PreCheck reimbursements, and additional benefits from the hotel program called the Edit. Plus, if you decide to redeem your points through Chase's travel portal for any travel benefits, you can get with the Sapphire Preferred 1.25 cents per point, where the Reserve is 1.5 cents per point. This means if you reach the welcome bonus of spending $4,000 in the first 3 months and you get that 60,000 bonus points, instead of $750 of value for the Preferred, you can get $900 of value with the Reserve. So with all the information I've covered so far in this video, which is the best one for you? Now, in regards to getting accepted for this card, Forbes states that a score of 700 or higher is recommended, and that it's typically easier to get the Sapphire Preferred than the Reserve. Now, I will say if both cards had no annual fee, that it would be a no-brainer to go with the Sapphire Reserve. But that's obviously not the case, and because you stayed this long into the video, I've created a free comparison tool on a spreadsheet you can download yourself in the description below. With this spreadsheet, you can input your own criteria to get a final result on which card would benefit you more statistically, which I'll have that linked in the description below, as well as other relevant content I think could benefit you. So besides the spreadsheet, to give you a personalized answer, to keep things simple, if you are one that doesn't travel much, it would make more sense to go with the Sapphire Preferred. And if down the road you decide that you're going to start traveling more, you could always upgrade to the Sapphire Reserve. Just know ahead of time, if you plan to upgrade your Sapphire Preferred, no matter how long you've had the card, you are not going to be able to get another welcome bonus from converting to that Reserve card. Which I will note, if you are one that has had a Sapphire card in the past, Chase has what's called a 45-month rule. That means you have to wait 45 months from the time you canceled your previous card to get a welcome bonus on a new Sapphire card. And to add on that, just be aware of Chase's 524 rule, which means if you've been approved for 5 or more personal credit cards in the last 24 months, you'll automatically get denied for any Chase credit card, which is in place to prevent people from solely taking advantage of the welcome bonuses and even from closing an account before an annual fee is due. Now, I will say I currently have the Sapphire Preferred card, but I definitely will be upgrading to the Reserve in the near future once I begin to travel more, especially after seeing the significant benefits that you get back from having that card if you actually travel. So with that said, if you do travel frequently, the Reserve is the top of the line credit card to choose, which is why it's among the most popular travel card and would then be well worth the $550 annual fee. I personally think big picture, the Reserve is better, but if you do not travel much and you don't want to put down that $550 fee, to just start with the Sapphire Preferred, learn Chase's point system, build up a foundation, and then eventually upgrade to a Sapphire Reserve. So if you want to sign up for either of these cards, I'll have a link in the description below for you to get started, which I highly recommend if you're going to be getting one, to make sure you can capture that one-time welcome bonus opportunity of 60,000 points. And don't forget, there are ways to make that worth $750, $900, or even more than that, depending on how you use your points and if you understand the transfer partners. With that said, let me know in the comment section below which one you prefer and why. And as always, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notifications button for future Money Talk content like this.